Hello everyone, it is Susan here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on sewing in some of my blocks into my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery book. So I decided to use a fabric cover. So I sewed this cover together, and I have muslin on the inside, and I love it, and I think it's beautiful. I really like the way that the transition looks, right? You want your cover to kind of match what's going on the inside, and with these colors, like look at the colors, they almost like match. I mean, it's quite interesting that they look so nice together. So I really like that look. I have sewn in a couple blocks already. So I'm using linen napkins as my pages. And I have sewn this cover page and this first page, right? This is January, onto the block or onto the page already. So it's sewn. It is sewn onto the page. It's on there. You know, and the way that I sewed it is I really just went around the edges of the blocks. So they're both sewn in. I sewed them in at the same time. So I sewed this block onto the page the same time I sewed this block on. So that's what we're going to do with the next two blocks. And I already have them pinned, but this is February and this is March, and we're going to sew them in together. Now what's going to happen is once I have these sewn, then this whole page will then have to get sewn into the fabric. So that will be my next step. But for today, in today's video, we are going to sew these two blocks on. Let me just get this going first. I'm just going to kind of start here. And I just kind of look. It doesn't have to be all the way to the edge. You know, I do want to try to, for this block underneath, is maybe sew like under this piece of eyelet. You know, it doesn't have to be. I'm not too concerned with exactness or anything like that. But I do, well, if I can, I just want to make it look as neat as possible. So what I think I'll do is I'll just kind of start sewing here. So I went in from underneath, right? This is my page right here. And so now I'm going to go all the way through through the top block, through the page, back onto the block underneath. And all I'm going to do is get it tacked down, right? Nothing fancy. I just want to make sure that my pages are not going to go anywhere. So I decided that on this side of this page, I'm not going to sew from here to here because this is very green and very dark, and this is very white. So what I decided to do is just for that little area right there, I'm going to sew this block just onto the page, and I'm not even going to go up onto here. I'm just going to sew underneath here. So that's the page. I'm grabbing the page. I'm grabbing the block, right? And I'm going to do it again. I'm grabbing the page, the white linen page, and I'm grabbing the block. Okay. Where am I? I need to go further. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going. And at least during, for that section, at least this block will be sewn down, even though the other block won't be. So yep. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. There may be some other phenomenal way to be doing this, but this just kind of makes sense to me. Okay, so now I'm down here. So now I'm going to do, I think, one more stitch, and then I'm going to go through to the other side, to the green block. Okay, so this I think is good. Okay, that's done. All right, so now it's sewn up to here on this block. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through onto the other block, making sure I'm in far enough. Okay, so now I'm right here, and I'm just going to, thank goodness that little piece of white lace is right there, right? So I can at least grab it there, and you can't see the white thread a lot right there. So now I'm getting down into the flower on this side. So what will I do? What do I want to do? I can sew underneath here. So I'm just going to go in here and grab a spot kind of underneath. Yep, that worked. Good. You know what? I'm going to come through, and then I'm going to go across. Well, we're almost done. I mean, I have like, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches to go. So how am I going to get this down here? I think what I'm going to do is let me go through on the white side. I'm just going to, oh, I can see what I can do. Is I can grab underneath here. Look, see this? That is part of the eyelet trim for the green page. I have this like a long piece of thread here. Let me get rid of that. So can I do eyelet to eyelet? Let's see. Let's see. I think maybe. Without going through either of the pages. I have to tell you, it was a lot easier doing the first 2 blocks, sewing them down, than it was on this. And the reason being is because of this dark block. That created obstacles for me, for sure. All right, we're at the end. I'm going to go through here and tie it off, and we're going to take a look. I hope it looks okay. I hope. All right, here we go. Here we go. The moment of truth. Okay, so all the needles are out. Let's see. Well, I think that this page is all right. It buckles a little bit right there. See that? And there's a little bit of a poof there. A little bit of a poof. That's all right. And then this side, this kind of goes up a little bit, but that's okay too. All right, so let's put this into here. I'm not going to sew it in right now, but this is what it looks like. So that's the cover. And I don't know if I'm going to do anything to the cover or not. I just think it's so pretty. The fabric is gorgeous. And here is my title page. January, February. Ooh, March. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I like it. I like it. So then we have April, which is right here. And then my May block will go here. So starting next Wednesday, we'll start with my May block. And we'll start out, you know, picking out the fabrics and stuff like that. Look at composition, whatever. Yeah, so come back next Wednesday. Every Wednesday I put these videos out for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. Rachel and Sarah's YouTube links are below in my description box. And yeah, every Monday I do a slow stitch video. So if you wanted to check that out as well, please do. And I have a giveaway going on, so check that out as well. All right, thank you all so much for being here. Have a blessed rest of your week. Bye-bye.